Remember Bob?
Hi, is this whiz-bang Persian rug cleaning?
He was the guy in our first ROI video who applied for the position of rug cleaner for Whiz Bang Rug Cleaning Company.
I'm here for the interview.
Well, that was a few years ago. But you never ended up hiring a Bob to work on your shop floor, did you?
About that job.
Sorry, sweetie.
Because instead of adding more labor, you invested in Centrum Force automation equipment. Equipment that increased your shop's throughput up to 5 times. You discovered that by making that investment, making those lease or financing payments turned out to be about the same as hiring a full-time employee. Except the equipment never asked for a raise, never took a sick day, went on vacation or maternity leave, or suddenly quit for no reason.
Hasta la pasta.
And by acquiring this equipment, you learned that it made your existing staff more efficient, enabling you to multiply your company's competitiveness, growth, and profitability. That's why you may have indeed hired a Bob, not to work on your shop floor, but to be a commissioned salesman. His job was to help you fill the expanded capacity that this new automation equipment helped open for you. And now? Well, now you want to scale up even further. The question is, what's the best way to do that?
Hello, I'm Tom Monahan, owner of Centrum Force and MOR time-saving equipment company. And going into this new year, what are your goals for your business? Demand for rug cleaning is very strong. While I don't have to tell you hiring qualified people is more difficult and expensive than ever. Yet, if you're like most rug cleaners, you want to scale up to capture the opportunity and take your company to that next level. To get there, you will need to further tune your production process, expand your bandwidth even further, and multiply your throughput. What I'd like to talk about today is how do you get there? If you're like most operators watching this video, you've already eliminated most of the obvious bottlenecks in this process. Dusting, washing, rinsing, drying, and finishing. And chances are you already own some of our devices or equipment to help you accomplish that. Maybe you have our complete system that would include duster, wash tub, centrifuge, and some sort of drying hanging system. You've already experienced the remarkable synergy between these devices and how they have helped you plow through the bottlenecks to solve the problems and expand your business. But how do you expand your bandwidth even more? How can you triple or quadruple your production throughput while delivering an even better final product? Well, let's look at what the addition of a MOR rinse wringer would do for your operation.
The MOR rinse wringer is an amazing, storied piece of equipment that has been part of the MOR line of products for over 70 years. It's helped rug cleaners across the world accelerate the final process before drying and finishing. Well, the new MOR rinse wringer, complete with Centrum Force technology enhancements, is a 13 or 16-foot machine that thoroughly rinses rugs and then gently compresses all of the loose water from the textile, leaving it just a bit damp to the touch. Then, it automatically rolls the rug for easy transferring to a centrifuge or drying room.
Each phase of rug cleaning presents its own choke points that can put the hurt on you if you really want to scale up. One thing we've learned over years of experience is that one of the biggest bottlenecks in a rug shop of any size is the rinsing and drying phase. If you are a floor or pit washing operation, and even if you have one of our wash tubs, the additional work you perform to fully clean rugs, not to mention the special treatments like urine removal, all result in residue soaps and cleaning solutions that remain in the fibers. It's critical then to remove these fully by flushing them out, get them out of the textile before drying and grooming. The process of doing that with a power washing wand, for example, repeatedly going back and forth across the rug to remove these materials, is time consuming and labor intensive. After that, you need to squeegee the rug or use some sort of water evacuation device to remove all that loose water before you spin it in a centrifuge or attempt to hang it up to dry. This isn't something that requires an artisan's touch. As you all know, it's just backbreaking, time-consuming. It's manual work. Even more importantly, it is a production bottleneck that's standing between where you are now and trying to grow your business to the next level. And let's analyze why. For an average 6 by 9 foot rug, 54 square feet, the process of rinsing and using a squeegee or some other tool to flush out the water, dirt, and chemistry would typically take about 15 minutes. On average, that's only 4 rugs an hour, right? Well, a MOR rinse wringer can rinse and wring the moisture out of the same size rug in under 3 minutes. That is a potential bandwidth of 20 rugs an hour if you ran the machine continuously, putting rugs in the machine end to end. You wouldn't do that, but that's the potential. That's the throughput bandwidth the rinse wringer creates. And that's running the machine at only 30% of its top speed of 10 feet per minute. Even better, even our smallest 13-foot model can handle 2 6 by 9 rugs simultaneously. Now think about that. That's 2 rugs done in 3 minutes versus 30 minutes on average to do the same back-breaking work. How does this work financially, you ask? Well, a MOR rinse wringer is going to cost you currently about $155,000, depending on the size you want. Whoa, you say, that seems like a lot. Well, how does that make sense? Well, to get more rugs through your processes faster, you first thought that you might need to hire more people, maybe even 3. But wait, in the present circumstance in this country, that's almost impossible to do. And even if you could, let's analyze what this would cost you and how it compares to putting the MOR rinse wringer in place to do the same work. Even if you were able to hold the total cost to $25 an hour, 2,080 hours a year, that single employee will cost you a minimum of $52,000 a year. And you say you need 3. That's $156,000 over the course of the year. And remember, that also doesn't include overtime, sick time, vacation days, training, bad attitudes that creep in, slacking on the job, and oh, what about a signing bonus to sweeten the deal? In comparison, let's look at the real cost of putting a MOR rinse wringer to work. What would it cost you to finance or lease one of these big pieces of equipment? A device that can expand your shop's production pipeline many times over the day it's installed. The results might surprise you. Even though interest rates are still low, if you took that $155,000 and financed it over 60 months, and let's just say you did it at 10% interest, the loan payback is less than $3,000 a month or $36,000 a year. Now I want you to contrast that with 3 employees at $52,000 a year. You'll be paying $13,000 a month. With a MOR rinse wringer, you take that $10,000 each month and you put it into your pocket.
When you look at the math, the benefits become crystal clear. You'll obviously process a wide mix of different rug sizes, some large, some small, some that require more detailed work on the floor, and others that you can wash up quickly. For that reason, you probably won't be sending rugs to the machine continually, one directly right after another. But even calculated at a reasonable pace, a MOR rinse wringer gives you the bandwidth to rinse and wring the moisture out of over 10,000 square feet of rug per shift. Hey, but let's be clear. This isn't about hype, smoke, or making 3 wishes to a genie. These numbers are real. The MOR rinse wringer does what it does at up to 10 feet of rug a minute, dramatically reducing manual labor and increasing throughput production. But no machine, including this one, can magically take you to this kind of output or income. It's really up to you, your team, and how you use this great tool to fill the production capacity it provides. Using typical financing, the MOR rinse wringer would be paid off in 5 years, during which the machine will have more than paid for itself. After that, it will continue to work for you virtually cost-free for decades.
Is this possible? Yes, it is. We have customers across the country are using this incredible tool and other pieces of the CentrumForce suite of products to automate, to mechanize, and accelerate mundane, labor-intensive rug plant procedures and processes. These customers are using the new bandwidth these pieces of equipment create to dramatically grow their businesses, to capture more market share, deliver a better product, and put more money on their bottom line. Does this make sense for you and your operation? Well, call me and let's talk about it. There's no pressure. Our intent at CentrumForce is to get the right size shoe to fit the right size foot, to help you grow your business and be even more profitable. Thank you for watching.